Welcome, my friend Karan Kohli.
Nice to see you again, Adil.
Good to see you, brother. This is Karan. Let's talk about Karan's success story in Windsor, Ontario. My man just made a 70K in less than a month. Tell me, Karan. Tell me about that deal.
Yeah, so the deal, I came to see Adil in his office, and on his board there were some off-market deals that were there, and I just inquired. We went to go see it, and the same day I signed a blank offer, and I said, you know, Adil, fill in the price, get me the home, and we got it. It was nice, 4-bedroom, beautiful home,
Nice.
and it was way under market. And Adil told me, hey, look, this home's actually worth this, but I could get you this home for this much. And as soon as I closed on it, before I even closed on it, I was marketing it around to other people.
There you go.
And,
you started marketing right after we accepted the offer.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as we firmed up the offer, started marketing it, and in a month, I netted 70K because Adil found us a good
In fact, this
deal.
buyer is from Toronto, right?
This buyer is from Toronto.
Investor.
Yeah, so we sold it to an investor out of Toronto, and he still cash flows on the property, and it's a win-win for everyone.
The property is fully leased.
Fully leased. I placed the tenants for him. It took a weekend to place the tenants because it's a beautiful home, you know, granite countertops and renovation from the guts, like studs in.
Beautiful. He's win-win situation. Everybody happy, seller, yourself, and investor. Beautiful. Hopefully we can get more deals like that, bro.
I've been
We're
asking
working
you,
on it.
man.
Always. It's happening. So, Karan, what do you do, bro? How old are you? When did you start into real estate?
Yeah, so I'm 25. I just turned 25. I started about a year and a half ago. Started investing in single-family homes, and at the same time, Home Life, their brokerage, found me another great deal. It was around Christmas time, not a lot of movement in the market, so we got it under asking, and that's tough to do in Windsor. So we got it under asking,
The market
and got it with conditions, did all of that. It was the very first property I ever bought, cash flow on it, and that house has appreciated $130,000. So I'm in the process of refinancing that. I'll be able to pull out about $80,000 to $90,000 in
Just over
16 months.
16 months. Wow.
So, and I enjoyed the cash flow the whole time. Great, beautiful home in Forest Glade. Then a couple months later, you guys found me another deal on Pilette there. I cash flow on that as well. That one's appreciated $60,000 to $65,000. So I'm gonna wait a little bit until I refinance that one. But that's been that's been 8 or 9 months and $60,000.
Overall, in the year and a half time, you would say about appreciation is about 20 to 30% already.
Yeah, because you got you make money on the buy. So if you guys are finding me deals that are
good pricing,
good price, then you automatically make money right off the bat.
Very good. So what do you do for a living?
So I work in finance. I used to work for Pepsi, then I worked for Tim Hortons. Now I work for Minority Produce. So we're the produce business, but I do finance for them. So I love numbers, and that's why I've been able to analyze deals, and
Very good.
and I think about it. Why do I even work? Because with real estate, I've been able to make 3 times my yearly salary in a year.
Only in real estate,
Yeah,
right?
only in
real estate. Magic happens, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have an awesome man. 25 years, you're killing it, bro. That's very impressive.
Yeah, you gotta have a good realtor on your side, right?
Absolutely, good realtor, good connection, good resources, and you have some very good connection in Toronto. You went to school there. You have a good network. We brought some of your friends, and they're also invested in Windsor. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I brought it up to my friends. I was like, hey guys, look, I know it's tough to afford a home in downtown Toronto.
Right,
so why don't you start investing where it's cheaper and affordable? And Windsor is the natural answer, because even Hamilton, it used to be the answer, but Hamilton's getting expensive. So I brought them to here, Home Life as well. You guys found us all deals, and all my friends have invested in Windsor now. Nice. They all cash flow. I've helped them place tenants. I've helped them screen tenants. So they're all very happy. And Home Life has helped us through the whole process of how to find the good deal, which areas to buy in, which areas to avoid. Some realtors just tell you buy whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
What I like about Home Life is they're not pushy. They tell you, hey, this is a good home, this is a good value, and Like, I'll be honest, Adil has told me, don't buy this house.
For sure,
It's expensive.
And
it
you
doesn't
know
make
our
sense.
value, we're not just the realtors, we're investors too, right?
Exactly.
We also invest, we buy, we hold kind of thing. So we walk in with you in your shoes kind of thing. So it's just like
it's a partnership. Yeah.
Exactly. So Karan, like I know because you're our millennials, you know, and in your categories, most of the young guys, especially in big cities like Toronto's home ownership is almost a dream, right?
Yeah.
For these guys, I mean, CMH is talking about, you know, jumping 5% to 10%. If that's really happening, it's game's over.
Yeah.
For them, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you predict? Like, what are you saying with those of your caliber, those kids or those millennials? Are they be more receptive to open to third tier cities like this, Windsor?
They should be, right? Like, look, with COVID, working from home, it's just getting easier and easier with the technology. And there are still good jobs in Windsor because we have to try across the city. We've got jobs coming to Windsor as well. Even if you don't have a job in Windsor, just buy a rental property
Just a portfolio,
here.
it's just asset.
Because even if you make $100,000 here, a year later you could refinance that money out, or 2 years later refinance that money out, and then you could buy a home in Toronto because you have the down payment. Otherwise, it's really hard to come up with $100,000 down payment or $200,000 down payment.
200 now, and on average, you're talking about like how much?
It's like $800,000 homes in Toronto. So
and obviously, at your age, and it's pretty tough to make 100K.
To save 100K, not even make 100K, right?
Yeah.
It's taxes.
Even the parents help, whatnot. But to make that kind of income and be able to pay up, you know, head above the water, it's very hard.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
They should consider cities like, you know, Windsor, even
Absolutely.
Chatham. But Windsor's great because, you know, we've got a mall, we've got great restaurants, we've got diverse community here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Detroit, the bigger city. Like anything you miss in the bigger city, metropolitans, we have everything there.
There's a bus that goes there.
Yeah,
it's $5.
Great view, great schools, neighborhood shops. I mean, it's no brainer basically.
Yeah.
Anybody, what do you advise to your friends? Like anybody watching right now, is there any millennials at 25, 26 watching you right now?
How did you do it? I used to live downtown Toronto, in the financial district. I loved the scene. I loved going to the bars, the partying, but I thought about it. I wasn't saving much money, and I had a good job downtown. Yeah. So I found a job in Windsor. I get paid the exact same that I get paid in Toronto, and my cost of living is way less. Now I could buy rental properties. I've bought 3 rental properties.
You're leveraging
I'm making more money from my rental properties, and then since I'm in Windsor, I'm able to joint venture with people out of Toronto. And Adil found that deal too.
That's my next question about the property and the central location in Windsor. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah,
it's
close to the crux of the factory. Yeah.
How did that happen? I'm really excited to know this about this project.
Yeah, so these guys, they're investors out of Toronto. They're a couple. They came down to an investor event in Windsor. Mm-hmm. I met them there. I talked, and then I talked them through that. Hey, I'm a young guy. I don't have all the capital in the world, but I have all the time in the world. And they said, we don't have the time, but we have the capital.
Beautiful.
So it was a good relationship. And then when I visited Toronto, I went, had a coffee with them again. Nice. We built a relationship over a few months.
Nice.
And then when we saw that deal that Adil brought to us.
And this is off-market deal.
This is off-market again.
Sweet deal.
Undervalued by about, I think, $100,000.
As always.
So instant equity. And
right there.
And
there were lawyers, doctors.
Yeah, she's a lawyer, he's a professor. So smart people. They analyzed the deal, we analyzed it together, and it made sense. And we did the numbers, and we placed all the tenants. We did all that. It was beautifully renovated inside, new AC, furnace, the whole thing. Right. Never gonna have to do maintenance for 5 years, I think. And we cash flow $2,200 a month. Positive. After paying the mortgage, after everything.
Must be very happy.
Yeah, it's only a $360,000 investment that we did, and we cash flow. Well, not even a $360,000 investment. We did a $70,000 investment.
Yeah, exactly.
And we cash flow $2,200. So the money's just gonna come back in no time. They're super happy. They're like, can we get 3 more of these deals?
Exactly.
So we're working. So they want to do more deals, and they've referred other people that want to joint venture.
Absolutely.
And 2020 has been great. Even with COVID, we've been finding deals and doing it all.
It didn't stop.
No slowdown.
No slowdown at all, right? In fact, we get a lot of inquiries. More and more investors.
Yeah.
More people, more players going to come into the city to play this game. So wow, that's very impressive. Actually, JV, something very it's a new term, right?
Yeah.
We used to think, you only have money to invest in real estate.
Yeah.
There's so many other avenues, ways you can be very creative.
It's
Right?
easier to do things as a team. Like
Absolutely.
if someone has the money and they don't have the knowledge,
Which
and
is
yeah.
a lot of them. A lot of people have cash, sitting
Yeah.
on cash, but they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the information. They don't
Yeah.
have the know-how. So
Yeah.
they need someone like you, me, and
Yeah.
locally we're expert in what we're doing.
Yeah.
So basically we can put up a deal all together.
yeah,
So it's a win-win for everybody.
yeah, it is.
Basically, these guys are very happy for. I mean, typically, let's say for $1.5 million, $1.2 million Toronto homes or Brampton homes, you can rent it up for $2,000 a month, but you're going to be negative cash flow about
Negative
$500
cash
a
flow,
month,
yeah.
$600 out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Just bidding on the speculation, maybe down the road it will appreciate.
Yeah.
That's a very, very
That's-
thin line to
that's-
walk.
Yeah, it's you have to have a lot of cash to be able to
Yeah.
play that game. But
Right.
if you and my partners in Toronto, what they want to do is they want to retire now. They're in their 40s. They don't want to,
Young, yeah?
they don't want to keep working the number of hours they're working
Yeah.
right now. As a lawyer, she works on Bay Street. She works long hours. She's got 2 kids, so she wants to take more time to spend with family. And she's saying, "Hey, Karan, let's do 4 or 5 deals where we make $2,000 a month. Then she can retire. She makes $8,000 sitting at home."
Completely makes sense.
And then for me, I get ownership stake in the home. I get part of the cash flow, and I get to learn. And then I get to just repeat.
Scale
and,
it. You're gonna scale it.
and you scale it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. You've been this just happened last few months, actually.
Boom. Just like since January to now, it's like I went from managing 2 doors to now I'm managing 10 doors.
10 doors.
Yeah. So
and
within
a few more coming in.
a few more coming in the next coming
What are
months.
you projecting for the year?
I would like to close with 20 doors, man. Hopefully, that's an ambitious target, but I think we can double it in the next 6 months.
That's doable. That's
Yeah.
doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep up the dream. You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Karan, also you're not just partnering with investors, but you also bring a lot of values to them in terms of finding the tenant, screening the tenant, interview them. But you taking a big headache, big chunk of that loaf. So how does it work? Tell me about it. What do you do normally? If I'm an investor, I bought this property, I call you, Karan, I have this property, I'm in Toronto,
Yeah.
I don't live in Windsor, take care of this property. What's the
Yeah.
steps?
So they give me a call and they tell me what property they've bought, and then I go take a look at the property and I tell them, hey, look, this is perfect, or this needs work. I think it would be better. We'd find a better tenant if we did this. And then I have systems in place. I have a checklist and services that I use to screen the tenants properly.
You do credit checks.
I do credit check, employment check, past landlord check,
Nice.
every kind of check you can think of. So, we go through the full process, make sure the tenant's going to pay, because the last thing you want is a bad tenant.
Right.
So we find a good tenant, we make sure we keep the tenant happy. You could talk to all of my tenants that I manage. They call me and I answer their phone. I get back to them within 30 minutes on anything, even if I'm busy, just so they're happy and they keep paying rent. And then this way I tell my investors, look, spend a little bit of money up front, but you got a long-term cash
Peace of
flowing
mind.
asset, peace of
Absolutely.
mind. Then there's other services they can use to protect themselves.
What in terms? How do they protect themselves against the property damages, plumbing issues, electrical issues? These are the major concerns.
A lot of people don't know Reliance offers a good package. It covers your AC, it covers your furnace, it covers your plumbing, even electrical.
Really?
And it's not much.
Plumbing
It's
too.
Plumbing as well. Everything. Any leaky pipes, leaky faucets. You call them, a licensed plumber comes and fixes it for you. I have it on all of my properties,
Beautiful.
and they provide really good service. Furnace breaks down in the middle of the night, no problem. Call Reliance, they'll come fix it. AC is not cooling in the summer, no worries. They'll come top up the refrigerant. So they take care of all of that. All the parts are usually covered, except for a few little things. And it's like $40 a month. I tell my investors, look, if a plumber shows up to your door, it's $100, and then we don't know how much more they're going to charge. $40 a month, it's a tax write-off on your investment.
Exactly.
So it's a no-brainer. I recommend it to all my clients. All my clients have been very happy.
That's good.
And then I don't charge a high property management fee that 10% is what usually people charge. I give them a fair price. It's like 5%, 4%, whatever we can negotiate.
That's fair.
That way they get peace of mind. I place the tenants. I get the phone calls.
They're never getting a phone call from the
They're
tenant.
never
Like
getting a phone call.
3 a.m. in the morning, I get
No.
a
I get the
issue,
phone call.
right? You get a
Yeah.
call, you gotta sort it out, you gotta call people.
Yeah. And
So it's like a peace of mind, hands off.
they
for
just
them.
get the check at the end of the month. Hey, here's your profit.
Yes, here it is.
Yeah.
That's a great value. Absolutely amazing. You guys look it up. This kind of one-stop shop, we're gonna provide it here with Home
Yeah.
Life. This is the real full brokerage that we do all kinds of services. Basically,
Yeah.
we're developing a team more towards to the investors right now. Especially
Absolutely.
all of the investors are out-of-town investors, right?
Yeah.
Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, overseas even.
Yeah.
So, the goal is here to offer them, hassle-free, worry-free and turnkey, like anything,
Yeah.
any issues we hear, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Basically, we manage it for you, you invest it for the long term.
Yeah, and Home
Yeah.
Life has good contractors too. Like whenever I've needed like an AC in my place or something, these
We
guys
have-
have contractors that charge you like half of whatever
Yes.
Home
yeah.
Depot or
Yes.
any furnace AC company is going to charge you. So you get good
Yes.
service, prompt service. I'm putting an AC and furnace in my own property. Actually, I use the guy that you guys recommended, and he's doing it in like 2 days.
He's coming 2
so-
days, yeah. He just did today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, along with our properties.
Yeah.
We just closed the one property on Curry Street, near the university. Beautiful 6-bedroom. Home's not even closed yet. We handed the key to Karan last week. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, I went, checked out the property, and I said, hey, this is the rent we could get, even in
Yeah.
COVID times or whatever. The investor was happy. I said,
Yeah.
rather get $100 less in rent
Yeah.
and get a good quality tenant. He was happy,
Absolutely.
and
Beautiful
we
family.
placed a tenant. It meets the 1% rule. He's cash flowing. It's a nice family. They work.
Nice.
It's just like
He already got the deposit today. We said we
already got the
money.
deposit. Everything's good to go. They're
Before you
moving
even
in.
close the deal.
Yeah, before the house
You got
even
a
closed.
house
Yeah.
rent deposits.
Yeah,
Awesome.
July 15th is when the house closes, and
Yeah, exactly.
and
You already get the first and last month deposit and ready to go. And this guy's like basically before even closing the deal, you start cash flowing this property. You already collected
Windsor,
cash. right?
Windsor has
Only in Windsor.
Yeah,
I think-
Windsor has a huge housing shortage. People are looking
So,
for
yeah.
good quality homes.
Yeah. Even though they're
Okay.
talking about with the university and all that, but it's just a temporarily.
Yeah.
Maybe a few months down the road, they might be slowed down a little bit, but eventually they're gonna open up and students gonna be flooded. They're gonna
Yeah,
come by.
there's so many international students here.
International students. We know a huge Indian students in terms of engineering courses, right?
Yeah.
And what's the biggest advantage? I heard that the University of Windsor has double degrees with the Wayne State that you
They do.
went to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So Windsor does a dual. They do dual law program. They do a bunch of engineering.
Automotive. Like
Yeah,
you guys get
exactly.
a job offer in Detroit.
Yeah,
With
you
big
make American
city.
money right off the bat, so you're getting a 30-40% premium on
There
your
you go,
salary,
there you go.
and you live in Windsor. So the Windsor's program's been really revamped, and then they're advertising a lot in the countries like India, in the newspapers.
China, yeah.
They-
They have
they-
an office too.
Yeah, they advertise there. So a lot of money coming here, and these international students, they come with a lot of money because they have to show the government that they have the money. So they come with like GICs, and
Exactly.
they bring money to this economy. They pay our rent, they pay our mortgage,
Yeah.
they go to our restaurants,
spend money.
they go to grocery stores. They create new jobs. So it's a beautiful thing to have foreign money coming into here and
Yeah.
helping the Canadian economy
Boosting
grow.
income, yeah, absolutely. Education is a big business.
Yeah.
It's recession proof. It's forever.
Yeah.
It's all the only one way is just expanding it.
Yeah,
Bigger.
Indians love
bigger.
education, man.
Indians, Chinese, man, dominating
Yeah.
this in schools, everything, right?
Yeah.
They'll save the last penny and just put it for
Go
school.
to school. Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
Good stuff, bro. Awesome. We're talking about hand. Okay, so what's next? What are your plans for the next couple months?
Yeah, for the next
Looking
couple
for more
months,
properties?
I've got
investments?
2-3 more people, calling
you
me
back
from
right
Toronto because now my first JV
Everybody-
partners have
Word's out,
spread the
right?
word. So they're calling me. They're like, "Hey, let's find some more deals." And now I'm just working with Home Life and
Sure.
trying to pick their brain on what's a good property to buy and what we can close on, just so I get the buyers out of the way and everyone happy. So like I said, the goal is to add 10 more doors by the end of the year.
I mean, that's doable. That's doable.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do what we do the best. We're focusing. So you're working with me for the last couple months. Bottom line, how do you feel about our service, my service. What do you want to say about the
Yeah,
people out there?
I started with Home Life about a year and a half ago with the broker, and the broker's doing a lot of work and he's busy, so he told me, he's like, hey, go with Adil. He's very investor friendly, and Adil will call me up on a weekend and say, hey, look, I've got a couple of properties to show you. So we jump in a car, we go see it. Always answers my calls, always answers any questions I have, and gives me advice on what to rent it at, what to buy it at, and what we could do. So I'm happy. Sure. I've been making money, and
that's how
we've been doing it together. I think even Adil probably wants to joint venture.
Absolutely.
He sees me hustle, so why not? I'm gonna get his wallet open now too.
Why not? Whatever. Any deals, we're gonna jump. We're gonna work as a team anytime. Yeah. So basically, we just hope everybody out there watching, whoever's watching, Karan, 25-year-old kid, just starting everything from scratch. I mean, we're all starting from scratch at one point, and
exactly.
This is the right time. Is the best time to invest. Doesn't matter where you invested, just start.
Starting is the best part.
First step is
thing.
the hardest.
Yeah.
Tell me, those friends you've been convincing, try to work on them for years and years until
you just force them to do it. Yeah, you just force them to do it. It's like the first step is the hardest step.
Once first deal is done, the rest comes easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Then they want
so
three more deals.
More, three more, four more, five more, whatever. It rolls on.
Snowball effect.
Yeah, exactly. Just the first step and the first. Yeah, I mean, like everybody's. Everything's risky. I mean, not just business. Well, living a life, drinking, eating lunch is risk. Everything is risk. No gain, no venture.
Yeah.
Basically, no venture. So you have to, at especially young age.
Yeah.
What are you going to lose?
Exactly. You can rebuild your life, like, especially when you're young. If you lose on one deal, you could come back. But if you don't start, you can't get there. And what I like about investing in Windsor, talking to Dale, talking to me, we have a team, like he said. Even when it comes to financing, I've got great brokers in Toronto.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
in fact, Karan has a lot of great knowledge about mortgage, a lot of different perspective of lenders or options, this and that. We can go over for that the next episode on that. But we're talking about there's so many institutions out there, not just these 4 or 5 banks actually.
Yeah.
Most people just know these 4
100
banks.
lenders out there.
More than that actually. Yeah. So what most people is just lack of knowledge.
Yeah. They
get turned down from one bank, 2 banks, and they go like, oh, I got declined. I could not get mortgage. Yeah. Then boom, they give up on their dreams.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
No, they should just, give us a call, give me a call, give Adil a call, message us, DM us, whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
We'll walk you through it and let's grow together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're ever looking to invest in real estate, you want to grow your, portfolio, you want to have a cash flow property, hands off, turnkeys, give us a call, let us know. Me, myself, and Karan, we're here to help. Yeah. Windsor, Ontario loves you. Welcome.